Healthy and harmless desserts. When most people think of the word dessert, they think about really rich, sweet, and fattening foods. We tend to think it's okay to have something a little bit on the sweet and fattening side after a meal because one, we deserve it because we ate all our vegetables, and two, how badly could it hurt having a super small portion of something rich and fattening? You'd be surprised at some of the desserts that exist out there today. Fancy little individually wrapped chocolates from special chocolate-making companies are the prime suspects I'm talking about here. Some of these treats manage to make hundreds of calories into the smallest pieces of chocolate, some of which are usually just one bite. Now it doesn't really matter if you ate all your greens that day because if you spoil it all with a fancy little piece of chocolate with only 10 to 20 seconds of gratification, then what's the point? I think that most never even consider the possibility of healthy alternatives in the realm of desserts. How can that be possible? That pretty much defeats the purpose in and of itself. Well, at least that's what most would say or gravitate toward thinking. I think desserts shouldn't be some tradition in most cultures to represent an excuse of some sort at all. It should be a rewarding after-meal treat that can still stay within the confines of what is generally considered healthy. How about some examples? There are many perfectly harmless low-calorie desserts including fruit pies, yogurts, low-fat/calorie ice creams, strawberry parfaits, rhubarb bread pudding, oat cookies, frozen yogurts, caramel apples, frozen raspberry pie, fruit smoothies, chocolate strawberries, and the list goes on. So as you can see, many desserts can be very flavorful and satisfying for those of you that have an undeniable sweet spot that needs to be acknowledged every now and then. I really wouldn't advise having any type of food recognized under the dessert category every day though. If you constantly crave sweet, deliciously flavor-packed goodness, then maybe something like every other day. But be careful as to what it is that you're constantly consuming so you know for sure that it's okay to have almost regularly healthy and harmless desserts. When most people think of the word dessert, they think about really rich, sweet, and fattening foods. We tend to think it's okay to have something a little bit on the sweet and fattening side after a meal because one, we